radical. Okay, so beyond that, we're going to go through, because I wanted to show you the difference between these ones and then solving quadratics using factoring, where you have to set it equal to 0 first. So what you have to do is you get this add or subtract to set the quadratic equal to 0, factor, set each factor equal to 0, and solve, much like we did last class. So the first thing here, because this has a b term, so a bx, okay, something before the x, you have to do this a little bit differently. So this is going to be 2x squared minus 5x is equal to 0. That's the first thing you do, is you set it equal to 0. For this one, because there's only two terms, I'm going to find the common factor. Common factor is x. So 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Then I take my factors and I set them equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, or 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. This one I have to solve. X is equal to 5 halves. And so my solutions are 0 and 5 halves. Okay, let's try a few more. So I don't want to overwhelm you. I guess I'll just do these three. So for this one, I would subtract 4. So this would be x squared plus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. Then I would go through and I would factor. I'd have to go through and factor this one because I have 3 terms. I can't combine any of my like terms. So this is x squared and 25. I look for the two numbers that go here and here. I know they multiply to be 25, 1 times 25, and they add to be 10. It's going to be 5 and 5. So this is going to be 5x and 5x. Greatest common factor here is x. Greatest common factor here is 5. X times x is x squared. X times 5x is 5. So my factors are going to be x plus 5 and x plus 5. Now remember, we are solving, so we had to set that equal to 0. So I set my factors equal to 0. X plus 5 equals 0. And I actually only have to do this once. So in this case, I'm only going to have one solution. And my solution is going to be -5. I'll do these 2 more. If you feel like you have this down, you're more than welcome to stop the video. This one here, okay, I got to move everything over next to the x squared. So I'm going to subtract x. So this is going to be 2x squared minus x is equal to 21. I'm going to subtract 21. 2x squared minus x minus 21 is equal to 0. Okay, now I factor. All right, I put my 2x squared in here, -21 here. Now I have to figure out 2 numbers. This is going to be 2 times -21. They multiply to be -42 and add to be -1. Okay, because my b term is -1. I'm going to give this away. It's going to be -7 and +6. You can use Desmos to find these. So this is going to be -7x and 6x. My greatest common factor here is 2x. This is going to be x. My greatest common factor here, I have a -7, so I'm going to factor out a negative. So this ends up being a -7. Here, 2 times 3 is 6x. So my factored form is going to be 2x minus 7 times x plus 3 is equal to 0. I set each factor equal to 0. 2x minus 7 equals 0. X plus 3 equals 0. I add 7. 2x equals 7. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X is equal to 7 halves, and that's a fine answer. Minus 3, x equals -3. And so x is going to be equal to -3 and 7 halves, or positive 3.5. This last one, okay, so sometimes you're going to have to combine like terms when you're moving stuff over. So I have a -1x and a -1x. I can combine these. So this is 4x squared minus 12x equals -9. That's 4x squared minus 12x plus 9 equals 0. Okay, so I get everything on one side. So I just add or subtract. So I added 9, subtracted, make sure you combine your like terms. So I have 4x squared and I have 9. I look for 2 numbers that multiply to be whatever 4 times 9 is, which is 36, and add to be negative 12. That's going to be negative 6x and negative 6x. Okay, you can use Desmos to figure those out. I find the greatest common factor of these, which is going to be a 2x. Okay, the greatest common factor here is going to be a negative 3. 2 goes into 4 2 times. X is x squared. 2 goes into negative 6, negative 3 times. So this is going to be 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3 equals 0. I only have to solve one of these. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Add 3. 2x is equal to 3. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X is equal to 3 halves, or 1 1/2.